Welcome to these videos about the Cartographer Annual 46 castle walls by Pro-Fantasy. In the second part of the second chapter, we will complete the drawing of the walls and start adding doors. Now that we see how the thickness of the outer walls affect the space available inside the castle, we can start drawing the inside buildings with thinner walls. Therefore, we will first draw a sketch on a construction sheet or sketch or whatever. We use a bright color, and if you followed the CC3 Plus sketch from part 1, you already have entities here in color probably, no problem. We will draw the same kind of sketch. Here there is a lodging or stable or whatever that is perpendicular to this wall, and we start from this endpoint with a line and the endpoint modifier. We want it to be perpendicular to this line, so we use the perpendicular tool. And now we are asked for a distance. The distance can be positive in a way and negative in the other. So what is the right one? I selected the line to be perpendicular to here. The positive side is with an angle of 90 degrees with the CC3 Plus rotation convention. 90 degrees is positive in this way. So if I want to go the other way, I need a negative distance. For example, minus 20. And now I continue. Here I can use my grid to finish this part of the sketch. Here there is also room for a building perpendicular to this wall. So let's try it again. Line tool, F5 to start at this endpoint, F12 to be perpendicular, and this time I choose the line here. The rotation from here with 90 degrees would be in this way. So this time I use a positive distance, 20 feet. And now I need to be perpendicular to this line, F12, and to, let's say, 40 feet. And again, perpendicular to this one, and I end it anywhere because I need first to see how it will fit with what I'll draw here. Here I can join the buildings, have here a line this way, and I'll cross the other line here parallel to this line F11. And I can trim this line to the keep. Trim this line here and trim to intersect these lines. Here I can close the tower. Here too, it's that way. There will probably be an entrance here, and to further add difficulties to enemies coming in, I can use here a wall. That's it for the sketches. In part 1 of chapter 2, we already saw that double line tool doesn't respond very well to connecting construction lines. The solution is to use the half scaling button to reduce every construction line so that the endpoints don't meet anymore, and that way we can use the intersection modifier to still get the points we need. We are now ready to add the inner walls, but first set the current sheet to walls, the color probably to black, the layer to walls 2, and we start drawing the wall with the double line tool, this time with a width of 2 feet. The first wall can be here, and it starts at the intersection point of this wall line and this green construction line. So we use the intersection modifier here, or the F6 function key of the keyboard. So F6, first entity, second entity, it starts at the right point. And we need it to end at the intersection of this green line with this wall line. So F6 again, first entity, second entity. And you see that both wall lines have been broken to insert the new one. Let's start from here. The first point is the intersection of these 3 lines. So we repeat, right click, intersection between this, and now we need a point that is here, the intersection of these 2 green lines. F6, first one, second one. Let's do the long wall here to this point, which is again an intersection, so F6 here and there. This can occur because we had 3 lines meeting at the same point, so we just need a trim intersection for these 2, erase this one, right click, do it. And all the rest of the walls works the same. We can now erase the construction lines. If you use a bright color, just select by color, right click and color, or just type on the C key and select the color. And instead of right click and selecting do it, just type on the D key. Redraw, and that's it. Now it's a very good idea to save this part of the map as a base for all the walls. Castle walls and save. For the second level, we will probably use the same walls with some slight modification perhaps, and if there are many more levels, we still use the base we have here. Now that we have saved a Castle Walls file, save again, and for example level 1 and number 0 to change the number for each new saving, avoiding overwriting the file. It's time to add openings to the walls. Let's zoom on the entrance. We need a main door here. We can add a smaller door to the left side, a door here to join these 2 areas, a door here, one here to the inner bailey, and one here. It seems almost logical to set a door here at the midpoint of this wall line. Therefore, I set the sheets to construction and will draw a construction line in a bright color. line tool, and to set it at the midpoint I use the midpoint modifier with the function key F3. To align this door with the main outer door here, I need the line to be perpendicular, so I use the modifier with the F12 key. Now when I use a tool at this point here, the selected entity can be the black line or the orange one. To avoid selecting the orange line, I use the half scale button and reduce this line. I can still get the midpoint with the intersection modifier. Let's create this door now. We set the sheet again to walls, the color to black, and I use the Annual 46 door tool. The width 8 feet for such a great door, that's okay. Outer width 8.5, okay too. And to select this line at its midpoint, I use the intersection modifier F6, first entity, second entity, and second line of the door is here. That's for this door. Now the great door here, I will change the sizes. Click again. So 10 feet here, outer door 11, and the point to align the two doors, I use again the intersection point modifier F6 with this line and select this line as a second door line. And we just repeat the process over and over. Construction sheet, bright color, line tool, and the modifier we need. It's time to save the map. File, save as, number 1, and we erase the construction lines. Erase, select by color with the C key, the color we used, and do it with the D key. Redraw, and that's it for this part. In the next part we will add some aero slits and fill the walls. Thanks for watching.